And all of us here, hopefully, we all have a brain. This squishy, mushy lump of fat full of salt and interconnected little bits that send information. And we're pretty attached to this thing. It's very important for us humans. It's really what makes us us. It controls this body that we live in, sends messages to each other. Now, the messages is what I want to focus on. So right now, my brain is coming up with a thought, an idea. It's encoding a message through a string of words, which I'm sending through the air to your ears, messages to your brain, and then you decode that message, have an interpretation, and you get some kind of meaning of what I'm saying. Think of a banana. You're thinking of a banana. But what has happened, more importantly, is this interpretation of the message. Maybe I'm thinking of a different banana. Maybe I'm thinking of something totally different. This is how we communicate now. We use words, text. Now we've invented things like videos and GIFs and amazing ways that we can transfer information, but there's always something lost. It's never perfect. So what is the future of our brain? Now there are people trying to work with our mind to try to change how we transfer information from person to person. What if we can remove all of this information that's lost? Has anyone ever heard of the person Elon Musk?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What are some companies he's involved with? Just get one there. SpaceX.
The Boring Company.
The Boring Company. Just make holes and stuff.
Flamethrowers.
Flamethrowers. Yeah, the Boring Company makes flamethrowers. Something that a lot of people don't know he's involved in is something called Neuralink. This is a company that is trying to create mesh that can go inside of your head, on your brain, and it can receive signals. It can take them out, it can put them back in. So imagine now, if we can read information directly from your mind, send it to someone else. I don't have to use language and words. I won't lose all of this meaning that I'm creating. What I can do now is send my emotions, my feelings, my thoughts, directly from what I have inside of me to you. Now this kind of sounds like sci-fi, right? But this is in the works. And they've already made some prototypes, and this may be the future, even within our lifetimes, who knows? But imagine what this would change. This would change how we can learn, how we can think. Imagine if there was an artificial intelligence within your mind that is working with your natural intelligence to help you think. What if we're connected to the internet, always within our mind? Like right now, okay, who has a cell phone on them right now? Put up your hand. Better question, who doesn't have a cell phone with them right now? One person. Thank you. So we're already partly Android, if you think about it. We always have this technology with us. And most of us, if we leave home without it, we feel like we're missing something. We're naked in some sort of way. But imagine when this is inside of our mind. We will have pretty much the extent of human knowledge within us. So what would education look like if we already know it all? What would something like empathy look like if we can feel what other people feel? Will that change our actions and how we deal with global issues? What will that do for communication when we don't have, I don't have to sit up here or stand up here using silly words to try to convey a message that you're probably not going to get from what's in my head. You're going to make your own version of it. So something is lost, something has changed. But what does that mean for something like art? Where so much of art is interpretation. It is mystery. What are we going to do when we can remove that? And more importantly, what does that mean for ourselves? If who we are as a being is now interconnected with everyone else's minds, with this artificial intelligence that can think for us, this cloud that's out there with information, with thoughts, we can even outsource our brain to say, oh geez, someone's walking up to me, I don't have a witty greeting for them. Oh geez, I'm going to send this to the cloud. They're going to think for me. Got it. Come those sweet jokes to stuff. Now it sounds like sci-fi. But within our lifetimes, who knows, it might be true. And if not this, then something else. So I want you to be aware that there is a change. Just learn about it. Listen to what's going on and give your voice. Because it might be up to us to determine what is the future of our brains. Thank you.